Jesus Christ. No, I've been live. I have been live. What is going on? Someone told me that I've not been live. Really? Guys, I don't understand what's going on. I understand I've not been live since. Hi everyone. I don't know what happened. I have been speaking for the past 30 minutes and I'm just hearing that I was not live. Please, did I just come live now? Help me understand if you are watching right now. How long have you seen me streaming? Because I have been talking for more than half an hour, and someone just informed me that I was not live. So, have you been listening to me? Have you been was I live or I'm just coming on live now? Please tell me on the chat, because we go through this thing all the time. They block us. They try to do. Okay, I just started right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh Jesus Christ. So you see, they blocked us since. They blocked us. It was when they informed me I restarted this thing. Okay, sorry. We're gonna go start all over again. It's okay. Let them keep doing what they're doing. Just please, if you have not subscribed, make sure that you go ahead and you subscribe, and if click the notification bell also, and let's go ahead. We're usually not disturbed by these things. We're able to do it 1,001 times all over again. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the video that I started with, the video I want to start this whole thing with. I'm gonna play this video for you guys, and that is the situation we find ourselves right now. Yes, we have been overwhelmed. They have tried to crush us, but we are not deterred. We may be crushed, but we are not defeated, and we will continue in this fight. They picked on the wrong generation, and they will know that by the end of the day we will see who is still standing. I am going to play this video for you, and that is how I woke up today. But I am not discouraged. Like I said, I am not discouraged. We will continue to engage, we'll continue to fight, and we're encouraging everybody not to be discouraged. So let me play this video.
Hello, TikTokers. They are killing us. Please use your platform. Help us. Nigerian people, we are suffering. But we still smile. don't ask for too much. All we need is good government. All we need is we want to live a good life. I can't watch this video anymore. Please, use your platform. Help us. Use your power, whatever you have, anything you have, use it. Please, do not stop. Do not give up on us.
Well, you see what I'm telling you? We're not going to give up. We're not going to give up. And then, you see, we will play such videos. Someone will be like, oh, Chidi, why do you play that kind of video? This is where we are. You see, you got to be able to accept your reality. We are young people, okay? Young people, young at heart. And we know who we have faced. We know the people we are fighting. So we acknowledge when you've come, just like a father and the son. We know the kind of strength you have. We acknowledge that you have the military tanks. We acknowledge that you have the money. You have the central bank. You have the connections. You have the world powers. And we acknowledge that you killed us. We acknowledge that you bullied us. We acknowledge that you did all of that. But you know what? It's just a stumbling. You see, it's just you roll the stone in our way. We are moving, and you put a stumbling block in our way. But like they always say, we're gonna use that as a stepping stone, and we're gonna defeat you. I say this all the time. Except there is no God, and I am a pastor too, so I can be spiritual too, and I speak from the heart of God because I have God in me. And I tell you that if you win this war, then I would have no cause to be serving God. I will stop serving God. Go and write it down. Say, Chidi, why do you make such bold statements? Because I know the God that I serve. They say those that know their God, they do exploits. They sound like they are rude and proud. Because I know my God, and I know who God is. So when I speak from the authority of God. You cannot tell your young generation, the same generation that you betrayed, the same generation that you stole their future, the same generation that you messed yourself up to a point where the presidents of other countries will say that your country is a shithole. Do you think they say that because of the activities of this generation that you're killing? No. They say that because of your activities. They say that because you steal money. You steal drugs from the hospital where kids were supposed to be inoculated, to be given vaccination. You stole those vaccinations. And these kids die. You steal the money that is meant for power. And our doctors have to perform surgeries with torchlight from phones. You steal the money for roads. And so buses, commercial vehicles have to have accidents every day. See, we are not moved by the 10, 15, 20, 30 that you killed, because you've been killing us. Every bus that has an accident on the way, when people die, they die in hundreds. You've been allowing Boko Haram to kill us in hundreds. So it's not news to us. And don't think that we'll be scared or stopped by the number of people that you have killed. We will not. We will not. In warfare, when you retreat, it does not mean that you give up. It means you're stepping back to re-strategize. Because we came to you with an olive branch. We came to you with a flag. We came to you as patriotic people, holding on to a flag, holding on to a nation that has not given us anything. We graduated from school and you did not give us jobs. But we forgave you and we still held on to that flag. And what could you do? You sent your army to shoot us. And one of my friends stupidly wrote on his Facebook page, there was no massacre in Lekki. And I just asked him, was the military there? Yes. Did they fire even one single shot? Yes. Was there live ammunition in that gun? Yes. Then what the hell business do they have firing live ammunition into a protesting crowd? Under which rules of engagement did they say you can confront an unarmed crowd with live bullets? Did you have intelligence that there was somebody with a gun? Was that so difficult for you to do? Did the organizers of the protest, did they mount barricades where they were searching people that were coming in? No. They were so free. That is the best organic revolution that I have seen happen to our country. Everybody had freedom of association. So why couldn't your operatives go inside? If you wanted to send 500 secret service, Nigerian secret police, plainclothes people into that crowd, you could have done that conveniently. Nobody will know. You can go around everywhere to detect if anybody had ammunition. And I'm sure you know that there was nobody that was armed in that crowd. So why did you have to come there with bullets? Real bullets? Were they joking? So to my friends who keep being agents of darkness to the government, continue. There's a day of payback. There is a payback day. Whatever you sow, you will reap. For sure. How can you tell me there was no massacre? DJ Switch was streaming live. You say the whole thing was... Are you mad that the whole thing was acted? Did you play the video? Did you see that the guys were singing? They were still talking. There was no time. The same video that was turned on people talking, the same video was still on when you could hear the bullets behind and people started running helter skelter. When did they have the time to make it up, bring fake blood? You saw them saying, don't run, don't run. Raise your flag, raise your flag. They would never shoot you. They are patriotic. Just like the kids that we are. Ever trusting. Just like the naive people that we are. Ever forgiving. We said you will not, we are so sure you will not do what you did. And so we stayed. But you, that's why you don't deserve. And if I say this, they say, Chidi, it's hate speech. No. You declared war on a land that we own. A land that, see, I am prepared to die for the country of Canada. And I swear allegiance to Canada because of what they do for me, because of what they do to my kids. I salute the flag of Canada. And this is what we were doing with the flag of Nigeria. Not that we love what you guys have turned Nigeria into. But even at that, we held on to that flag. That flag, that country that refused to give us a job when we graduated. That country that refused to take care of us when we were sick. The same country that took our palliatives, food, when we were hungry during the COVID period, when we couldn't go outside, when the markets were on lockdown, when the roads were on lockdown. Any of us that went out to even, you sent the same army to flog people who were selling pure water. Did I say swamp water? No. Pure water, the one you tie in plastic bag. No ice water, not pure water. Ice, because there was no light to even do the pure water sachet. Ice water. This girl was selling ice water. The same military was beating them up. And when they asked this girl, why are you? I said, I don't have money. I have to go out. I have kids. How much is that water she's carrying on her head? Probably about 50 sachets. Probably she make like what? 50 naira? Not even up to 100 naira. And you were beating this girl. And yet, all of you were hoarding this food. Jesus Christ, don't you deserve death? Would somebody be making a mistake if they say that if people kill you, we should not cry? Because you are a wicked people, very wicked. If what you are doing is a direct affront on your society, on your generation, you don't want them to live. You have demonstrated how wicked you are by holding back food and allowing your people die of hunger in Nigeria. So you are killing us by doing that. But then you went a step ahead to actually shoot and kill us. And when DJ Switch caught that thing, caught when somebody was shot, caught when a doctor was trying to use the scapula to pull out the bullet, but he said no, the bullet had lodged in. And she continued to say they are shooting us. Go and play that video and see that all of this. That's what you need to do. I use a lot of softwares that record sound. If I put the same sound from different videos together, all of them have the same frequency. They match. That is the most simplest investigation that you can do. Go and check it. It is not a lie. A lot of people are afraid to share videos because you are going from house to house. After you sent your propaganda, you are doing a massive cover-up. You are spending money on bloggers. There is a group in where are they from? Houston, is it Texas or somewhere? That is saying the United Nations and other countries should apologize to Nigeria for saying that somebody was killed. Nobody was killed. Can you imagine that? You people, there is a day of reckoning. And we know all of you. What we're going through is just a bend in our mission. But it is not an end. It is not ended. It's just a bend. We'll be back. Remember Arnold Schwarzenegger when he said, I'll be back. We will be back. And when we come back this time around, it is not the same youth of yesterday. You will get to understand that nobody has a monopoly of anything that you think you have. Among the youths, we are wiser, we are sharper, we are stronger. We are the telephone pressing generation, and we know how to work the internet. You will not win this war at all. I shared this on a lot of platforms, including a Telegram platform that we formed in Canada, and I asked people to please call in and help me with this. They are killing us. They are using propaganda to say nobody was killed. We want the world, just like you heard that lady crying out there, we want the world to know what is going on in Nigeria, and we are telling you that is listening everywhere, whichever country you're in listening right now. I know YouTube reaches everywhere. If you hear this message, help me tell somebody that in Nigeria they are killing and they are covering. Fashola, that's your stupid video. Come on, do you understand this age? Do you understand that this is 2020 and you're releasing that video and saying, oh, evidence? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the audacity? You guys ran under your beds when you thought the revolution was already here and was going to swallow you. You didn't talk. All of a sudden, you think the coast is clear. You think you have bribed your way out of things. You think you're on top of the situation and you're crawling out of your holes right now. And Tinubu, you have the guts to say that you are still the Jagaban. Can you imagine? Jagaba on top of dead. Oh, Jesus Christ. You see the blood of all the people that were killed in Enugu State. In Enugu State, the people were going to get their food that belongs to them. You see, when I ran for governorship in Enugu State, I kept telling them, listen, guys, you don't thank the governor for a road being built. It's not his road. It's not his money. You don't thank the governor for when there is a transformer in your community. It's not the one that bought it. And so the palliative that you see the people are taking, it is their food. What are you hoarding it for? Are you hoping that there'll be another COVID-19? Some of the foods are expiring next year, and you still hoard them. You didn't tell people where they are. If you were so sincere and open about how come we are discovering these places, did you ever say that you had these things? You came and you gave my community, I think they got like 10 bags or whatever. By the time they shared it, one household is getting like 3 or 4 cups of rice. Is that the palliative? And look at what is happening now. When these things are open, people are getting individually like 1 bag of rice. Isn't that wickedness? All over the place. In Enugu State, people came to collect their palliative and you shot and killed them. You killed your citizens over Indomie. You killed your citizens over rice. How wicked are you? And all over the place, you're killing people for no good reason. You get and you got thugs. You're doing everything humanly possible to shut us up, and you think it will work. It will not work at all. The people will still win. The people have always won, and they will win. I said, go and mark my words. If God be God, the people will still win. All your propaganda will fall to the ground. You guys are wicked. Very, very, very wicked. How can you kill? How can you kill your generation and still mount a propaganda campaign against them and say nobody was killed? How dare you? How dare you say that? But be reminded, you know, we've been shouting about revolution for a long time. We paused to say end SARS now. That's what we are doing. But mark my word, that generational revolution is upon us. No matter what name it answers, that revolution is upon us. You will not, remember we told you, you will not see it. It will come upon you. It will sneak up on you. You think, oh, because you crushed them, it is over. No way. It is not over. How do you think people were able to identify where you stored those things? It is because when you were storing them, you use policemen, you use military, you use trailers. But guess what? When it was time to offload it, it was not your secretary, it was not the commissioner, it was not the minister, it was not the governor of Central Bank and all of you that colluded to eat that money. They are not the ones that will offload the Indomie noodles. You still had to go to bring that laborer from the market. You know those wheelbarrow pushers. You still had to go and bring them to come and offload these things. And when they were offloading it, they were saying, oh my God, oh boy, look, oh boy, see our. But you warn them. You warn them that if they ever talk, they will get killed. But guess what? When your time was done, when the time was proper, they were the ones that leaked the information. So relax. The same way they leak the information about the palliatives, they have your information. They have your information. Every information. You need, the same way you are scaring these young people, I need you to prepare your own scare. Prepare your own fear. You see the way you put fear in this generation? Prepare your own fear. You shall know no sleep. The same way you have put these people. Do you imagine the kind of scar you have put in the memory of these kids? What hope do they have? We told them to hold onto a flag, to hold onto a nation, that the people who have sworn on oath to protect anybody that pledges allegiance to this flag, that they will never shoot this person. They believed you. They held on to that truth, and you shot them and you killed them. And even when they turned around and said, "Oh, you're killing me. Daddy, you killed me. Your son, your daughter was holding on to the flag and you shot them." And they were bleeding, and they turned around and said, "Daddy, you shot me." He said, "Daddy, you told me to hold on to the flag, and I held on to the flag. And Daddy, you shot me. Daddy, they killed me. Did you send them?" And you turned around, and instead of you saying, "My son, I'm sorry. My daughter, I'm sorry," you said, "Shut up." You said, "Nothing happened to you." You told them to cover me with a box. You told them to quickly bury me. And you said it was a lie. You said I was not shot, and I was holding on to the flag. Do you know how painful it is? Do you know where you've driven me to? Do you know the thing you have invoked in us? Do you know the lion that you have woken up? We just woke up just a few days ago, and now you have stirred the hornet's nest, and you will never, never, ever survive this. I'm telling you, mark my word. My name is Dr. Chidi. Go and mark it. None of you will escape this thing. What is coming to you, the market that you people have bought, you will forever live to regret it. We came to you peacefully after everything that you have done to our generation, after everything that you have done to us. We did not attack you. We went peacefully. We forgave you. We said, let's move ahead. Just give us good governance. Just allow us to breathe. We are the only ones who are still sustaining the image of our country through our music, through our movies, through our exploits outside the country. There is no country in the world that you do not have a Nigerian in a highly placed position. Here in Canada, we are proud of Casey Mado because he is the justice minister. Do you know what it means? And all of us keep walking our asses off. I'm a Canadian. I can decide not to claim that I'm a Nigerian and I'll be okay. But amongst my Canadian friends, I still hold up the flag of Nigeria. Don't you understand? Look on the refrigerator that I have here. I have this. My kids see this every day. They know that we are Nigerians. Do you understand? But you betrayed us. But it's not us that you betrayed. You betrayed yourself. You have, what you have done to yourself, God help you. God help you. I really want people to call in if you can. And I share this on a Telegram platform that I belong to, Answers Canada, where we've been protesting and doing so many things. If you can, please do call in. But allow me to read this. I woke up to this post on that Answers Canada platform, and I want to read it. It said, and this was what someone wrote. It's like a poem they wrote about the day after the massacre at Lekki toll gate. And when we remember those that died at that Lekki toll plaza, remember every young person that has been gunned down all over Nigeria who was protesting. It says, what happened last night should make us wiser. The president's threat or speech. Okay, actually, this was after the president's speech. The president's threat or speech yesterday broke us, but taught us many hard lessons. Myself and so many others couldn't sleep last night. We were broken. We protested for 12 days without vandalization. 12 days of rejecting bribe. 12 days of caring and looking out for each other. 12 days of giving free medical care and legal advices. Brands, both national and international celebrities, churches, all protested. Influential people were lobbied to add their voices. At the protest ground, the Christians gave room for the Muslims to have their Jumat prayers. The Christians had their service on Sunday. There was a candlelit service held all over the nation for our fallen heroes. Youths, despite the hard economy, spent their personal money cooking for each other. No one knew who was Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa, or Edo. We were all together and we danced together. For 12 days, these were organized without a formal leader, with just social media tweets, retweets, posts, shares with a hashtag. For 12 days, we built the Nigeria of our dreams. And we built their nightmare. And they got scared. Listen, people had their individual ambitions. People that clamored for Biafra. People that clamored for Duduwa Republic. People that clamored for Niger Delta. People that clamored for Southern Kaduna, for Middle Belt, for Arewa Republic. Everybody laid down their own agitation and bound together. Never in so many years have I seen this kind of cooperation. Everybody laid everything down and they came together. They rallied behind this EndSARS protest. And so we became their nightmare and they got scared. They know if we're united, we will have one voice. If we have one voice, we have power. And if we have that power, we will demand a better Nigeria. Because if we have a better Nigeria, there may not even be any clamor for everybody to go to their different regions. Because everybody will be in control of their own destinies. How, if we're united and not fighting, how would they budget money for security to calm insurgency? How will they create religious fights and make money if we are together? So they sponsored hoodlums to disrupt the protest. But we overpowered these hoodlums by getting our own private securities and security dogs to protect us at the protest grounds. When the military, who were ordered by the powers beyond their control to shoot, when the guns were fired, they didn't care who was a Muslim or who was a Christian. They didn't care who was Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Calabar, or Urobo. No, they killed unarmed people sitting down and singing the national anthem. There is nothing that breaks my heart than that particular fact that they killed our people who were singing the national anthem. But when they went to make use of their selfish gain, when they want to instigate tribal wars and religious unrest, they remind you of your tribe and religion. When they want to make use of you for their selfish gain, they tell you to unite and take sides with your own people. They remind you that you should be one. Do you all remember how President Buhari contested for presidency up to 5 times? He cried on national TV when the Chibok girls were kidnapped. He promised us heaven and earth. He campaigned rigorously. He protested against the government of the day. He was voted thinking that he would be the change that he promised. We were handled with iron fists. They do not care about the state of this nation. They do not care about the plight of the citizens. They do not care about the state of the hospitals because they get medical attention abroad. They do not care about our educational system because their kids school abroad. They do not care about the electricity because they live in choice areas with constant electricity. They travel with securities who have no idea of how the roads are. They only need us to win elections. And after then, they can send the military to silence us if we remind them of their promises or demand for our rights. We didn't lose this fight, no way. That speech by the president, that speech by the president was a speech of threat and you only threaten those that you are scared of to keep them in line. They are scared of us, fellow comrades. They saw how we mobilized ourselves without a leader. They saw how we overpowered thugs with our numbers. They saw how organized and cooperated we were. It gave them the chills. Man, we didn't lose this fight, comrades. Our parents failed us because they do not have enough evidence against the leaders. But we, I like this part, we, the phone pressing generation, we have enough evidence to remind them of how evil, wicked, and clueless that they are. We, the generation that have iPhones and iPads and Android phones, smart Samsung, LG, we have evidence. Our parents failed because they had less information, but we have a lot of information at our fingertips. We didn't lose this fight. We are now aware. We are awake and we are alert. We know what we're up against, and we are ready. I am ready. What you need to do, you need to get devices that record conversations and take photos. Imagine if DJ Switch didn't go live on Instagram. Any friend you meet, add them to your social media handle. When you're in the midst of people, mostly youth, engage them in meaningful conversation. Do not engage in tribal sentiments. Most youth are not informed. If they have the information some of us have, they will not have hijacked the protest. They will not be used as thugs. Get your voter's card. That is 2023, not even now. See me, I don't even want to focus on elections right now. Please, I beg you, in the name of God, do not let them sell these tribal and religious sentiments to you. A Yoruba man, an Igbo man, an Hausa man is your brother. An Igbo woman, Hausa woman, and Yoruba woman is your sister. Remember the good times we shared in various protest grounds. Remember the good times we shared at various protest grounds, irrespective of our tribe, religion. Let Nigeria come first in your heart. And I tell you, remember when we laid down everything that we were fighting for and said, let us finish with this project. This protest is a project, and we were willing to lay down everything that we believed in. We were willing to put it on hold and focus on this. That immediately we win this project, immediately we are finished with this project, then we can settle down and see clearly. We are the enemies. Sorry. We are young. We are strong. We are smart. We are 20 steps ahead of them. We are their enemies. We are their nemesis. The wrong generation to mess with. We just need to re-strategize. Come 2023, we're not thinking about PDP. We're not thinking about APC. We're not thinking about recycling the past and present leaders. Together, we shall save and make this Nigeria great again. It is when we save this nation, then we will begin to open the discussion all over again. Then we can discuss about the way we started, the way we even got our name. Who gave us the name? Is that the kind of name that we want? How should we rule ourselves? How should we control our resources? Should we break up into different nations? It's a conversation we will have. But right now, our focus is on these old people, these wicked people that want to mess us up. Enough is enough. And this was from at Oma Gym, and it was posted on the platform where we discuss things here in Canada. I'm telling you, it was a long read, but please, that is where we are right now. From the lady that I started with, she's saying they are killing us. Help. We must keep talking about this. Now the lines are open right now. You can call on the direct line +1 647 989 2837. Let's talk about the way forward. What are we going to do? How do we encourage the guys back home? This team is going down, and they're getting discouraged. What do we say to them? How do we ginger them up? How do we support them? What can we do? What can we do? The steam must not please, is the protest going on now in the zoo? Yes, the protest is going on, but not like before. People the army is shooting people in Enugu State. People went to get their palliatives, and the governor of the state sent the army on them, and 2 people were killed. 2 people were killed going to get the food that you refused to give them. When people were dying of hunger within that COVID lockdown, you also locked down the food. You prevented them from going out to get food, which is the COVID protocol. Everybody did that. But then you had food that you needed to distribute. Some of these foods will expire next year, and you are willing to hoard these foods for 2023. Do you see how wicked these politicians are? Somebody says, Chidi, but you're a politician. You went, I'm not a politician. I'm a social activist. The only reason why we went to contest an election was because you threatened us too. You challenged us, not threatened. You challenged us. You said, if you know that you can, why don't you come down and participate in an election? When we are saying, okay, you know what, the things that are going on in Nigeria we don't like, you said, come down and participate in an election. So we came down, and after we saw what we saw, we knew that these people were wicked, very, very wicked people. And that is why, if you are caught up for this for the Nigerian election, you better be ready, because what they want you to do to become part of them is nothing less than demonic ritual practices. So it is not for people like me. It is not for our generation. It's not for progressive thinking people. Those guys are just a group of cultists. And that is why our nation is under siege. The spirit over our nation is a very wicked spirit. So this battle is being fought in the physical, is being fought in the spiritual. Which human being with the mind of God will kill its young people and still go and say that nobody was killed? How? The stories don't add up now. Soldiers don't just wake up and start moving. And look at all the things they concocted. Even the man that they claimed, is the one that led the Igbo man, they said, he led the people to go and shoot, just to incite tribal sentiment. We were later to understand that this person, someone called him and said that the military is at the toll gate, and he got up and rushed to that place. By the time he got there, the army had already finished doing what they're doing. He asked them, where are you guys from? And they said, this is where we came from. And even the bodies that the government is talking about, that nobody was killed, it was the military that even went and deposited them. I will go and read something for you. I hope I get it. It's a Sahara Reporters publication. Sahara Reporters publication, where they showed news about proof that people were actually shot and people were killed. You can see that the government does not even want to, they don't want to accept that these things happen. Very, very shameful. Very, 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 very shameful. I'm looking for that news. It was oh Jesus Christ, where is that news? But the news, because I wanted to be able to show you clearly where the hospitals that people were taken to. We have a caller. Hello, tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, Chidi, this is Tony in Colorado.
Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, Chidi, these politicians, man, they told people to stay home during the height of the virus, and then the food that was supposed to send to the people, they didn't send it out, right?
Yeah.
And now these kids went out to protest peacefully, and they killed them.
Sure.
You know, I've been saying this for a long time, but most of you don't want to listen. You see the situation in Nigeria?
Yeah.
The situation in Nigeria is not going to be solved by begging. We have to pick up arms and go and fight these people. I'm telling you honest truth. I know some of you guys don't want to listen to this. But you see, we need to pick up arms. And you see, the youth in Nigeria have done their work. Most of us in diaspora got to get together, pick up arms. You see those governors, those house members, the senators, we target all of them. We know where they live. You hear me? All this nonsense talking. It's not going to do anything. Wasting our time. You said it, they declare war on us. But we'll fight the war the way we like it. We're not going to fight open war. We're going to wage guerrilla war against them. See, Tinubu, all those governors, first Tinubu was hiding, suddenly he appeared and talking nonsense. They're human beings. They bleed blood like me and you. Why are we afraid to die? We need to pick up guns and fight these people, man. That's the only way we can solve this problem. I'm sick of talking. Listen, see that I'm driving. I gotta go somewhere, man.
Thank you. It's okay. Like I said before, there are things that we don't want to say it because we want to be civil. But we know. What else do you want? What else? How else? Why wouldn't you justify me saying that if they kill you, I don't care? Why would you not just... Why? You're killing people. You're sending your goons to go and shoot people. You tried it with the hoodlums. It didn't work. So you stepped up your game. And then you send the military. And I know the kind of people they send out to this kind of things. They are not just the normal people. I will not be surprised if they... Remember when they took terrorists and they absorbed them back into the military? I will not be surprised if these are the kind of people they deploy to go and do these kind of things. I will not be surprised. And what I said is this. The palliatives, when they discovered the palliatives, it was the same people that you used to load and offload those vehicles. The lowest of the society. The people that just do labor work and get like 100 naira a day or whatever, 200, 500 naira a day. They are the same ones that they know your homes, they know your houses. And they are the ones that will show us where you keep other things. Hello, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, good morning, Dr. Chidi. This is Timoke again. I'm calling from the United States of America. Oh, my brother. Anyway, for our youth, we just have to first and foremost keep praying for them. And then encouraging them whichever way that for as many that have direct access to them, to maybe their leaders, those that put themselves forward to be the coordinator, speak to them. As many of them we have personal contacts with, talk with them and just encourage them and keep them in prayer and let them know that for their generation, what God has raised them to do is very, very historical, and it's not just ordinary. It is God himself that raised them up to deliver that country, to deliver Nigeria. Just like you said, whatever solution is going to come at the end of everything, then will be decided. But right now, God has raised them to be an instrument in his mighty hand to use them. And that we have to communicate with them and let them know they're not just being stupid. No, they're doing the right thing. Secondly, I want to talk about the leaders, the so-called leaders. Dr. Chidi, how do you measure some of these leaders that before they come to power, they sacrifice human beings, they buried pregnant women alive, they killed children, they bathe satanic soap? Dr. Chidi, how do you measure that? Is it to come and serve the people they killed, that they say they want to serve? Is it not for their own selfishness? Tinubu has practically enslaved the whole of Lagos through spiritual wickedness. Whatever that man is doing is not physical alone, it is spiritual, with all sorts of cultism and satanic activities. We need to pray. I thank God for your life. I follow you everywhere because I know, number one, you're not just a blogger, but I know you're a child of God, number one, and you understand spiritual things. We have to pray. The number 3 point I want to make is this. I'm a Yoruba woman. I love my Igbo, the best sister I have. That is the best friend I ever had. That a sister is even not. It's not just another. It's an Igbo lady. I was with her yesterday. We analyzed things together. Yoruba and Igbo, they have to put the past behind them. Put our issue behind them. We're these two peaceful, peace-loving people, intelligent people. We are the ones that go to school. We are the ones that are educated. We are the ones that are leading education all over the world wherever we find ourselves. We have to come together. We have to love each other. We have to encourage each other. We must not allow any sentiment right now. These two tribes need to come together. We have so much in common than to let us to be divided.
Thank you so much.
What I want to put.
Thank you so
This
much.
is what I
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Guys, you see, it doesn't matter whether you're any tribe. There are so many tribes in Nigeria. Right now, we're all binding together. Even if you're Hausa, whatever tribe you are, we are binding together. We're not letting these people to come in between us. The caller on WhatsApp, you need to be quick because another call might bump you off. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, bro, good evening from here. I'm calling from UAE.
Oh, sorry. You're gonna have to call me direct. Okay, you see, they cut you off. You need to call me from a direct line or from. Go ahead, speak.
I can hear you, sir. I really appreciate.
No, please, if you are listening, call me on a direct line because I can't sustain this. Go ahead, the speaker on the direct line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Tom. I'm calling from US.
Go ahead.
I'm a follower of Dr. Shady, and I'm so happy that I can get through today. I've been trying for others' while.
It's okay.
My contribution to what's going on in Nigeria is, according to the last week, actually, if you are in the spirit, I'm in the spirit, we can see it in the spiritual realm, what these people are doing. All they are doing since this why, all this youth that stood up now, is not, no one can tell you this is the making of this man. No, it is the hand of God. Because you can see this is started from maybe 5 people, it spread all over Nigeria. You will know that, okay, this has God's hands in it. And my prayer for those children is that the Lord will use them. This is what the Lord told me yesterday. He's going to use them as Jehu, destroyed the house of Ahab. And he called politicians the house of Ahab. And he said, Jezebel is going to does them. And Jezebel, the army. He said, I own them. I believe this word because this is, what the Lord told me yesterday. And I've started praying for those children. God will give them the grace to destroy the house of Ahab. Because he has been killing them for a long time. He has been destroying their lives for a long time. This is the time. You can see this that happens to Tinubu all over. No one can stand up against Tinubu before, but now heaven is standing up against him. Because all he has been doing for all this time, heaven is angry with him. Heaven is angry with him. God is angry with him.
Thank you so much.
There will be more grace for those politicians.
Thank you.
Mark my word to say. God is against them and is after them.
Thank you so much.
So
thank you so much.
Begin to pray.
Thank you.
God himself will intervene in Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your program.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Please turn us down. Go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Am I online?
Yes, please. You're online.
Oh, this is Luke, man. I'm calling from Toronto.
Go ahead, Luke, man.
Yeah, I'm just following your program. Just wanted to share a bit about my own insight.
Thank you.
I totally, what's happening is so devastating. And it just shows the mere callousness of our leaders, especially the recent discoveries of all these palliatives that have been discovered everywhere. Yeah. It's really an eyesore. I'm going to use this platform to appeal to the media, because they are also part of spreading the wrong kind of information about Nigeria. A lot of these people we see, yes, they are hoodlums, they are thugs, and they have taken over some of the protests, but most of these palliatives breakings that they are showing us, these are angry and hungry people.
Exactly.
These are the results of the systemic problem that we've had. You know, a lot of the last 4 or 5 days protest or chaos started from when they started discovering heaps of food stored.
Yes.
When people are dying during COVID, people are dying left, right, and center, and calling for the government to come to their aid, and the government is saying nothing, yet they had all this food stored up. So that was what created that was what made everybody go crazy.
Sure.
And I keep telling people, when a man is hungry and angry, he cannot distinguish between Buhari and Dangote.
No.
Everybody is his problem.
Yes, exactly.
Because all he can see, and the way he's expressing his own protest, is that he's been deprived by all of you.
Yes.
And you know what? We all keep saying, hoodlums, this, that. We are all thugs. For everybody that is passing by injustice and is saying nothing is equally a thug, is equally an hoodlum. So we should stop stereotyping, because we are not the one at the receiving end. We should not start talking only when we become the victims, but we look at it from the perspective and the position of the victim itself. What are they reacting to? What are they saying? Are we listening to their unspoken words and just focusing on their action alone?
Thank you.
So I would just like you to talk to your media friends. They should say it the way it is. Yeah. There are hoodlums and there are thugs, but they should also please focus on the systemic problem, why people are reacting the way they are reacting.
Thank you.
The callousness of our leaders has not demonstrated fairness at all.
Thank you so much, Lukman. Thank you.
All right, G.
Thank you. Yeah, that was Lukman. He's the founder of Kiza Africa, and he's in Toronto. He does a lot of work, and he's been providing free counseling to elder people. If you have any problem, if you're suffering emotionally, and the caller on the line, just hold on 1 second. Kiza has been providing a lot of services to people if you're going through some emotional thing and all of us are going through that. Please, Kiza, if you're listening, please put your number on the chat room and people can call and he will counsel you for free. Thank you so much, Kiza. The caller on the line, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, Dr. Chidi. My name is Buki, calling from United States of America.
Yeah.
What I know is, as the Lord liveth, all these wicked people that they call themselves leaders in Nigeria, God is going to punish them.
Amen.
Every single one of
Amen.
them. Because enough is enough.
Yes.
You cannot believe how people are suffering back there. You cannot believe what people are going through.
Yeah.
And these bastards, they are hiding food that belongs to innocent people. Some people walk, some people will act. You will see them selling pure water. Please, for cry out loud. How much money can you make out of pure water to feed a whole family?
Ice water. You're talking of pure water. Ice water, the one they tie in a sachet.
And this bastards, they were hiding food that meant for them. And they went out there to go kill these innocent people. Their blood is going to cry out, and it's going to punish every single one of them.
Yeah.
From the top to the bottom, everybody that is torturing innocent souls in that country, they are going to be punished by God Almighty, because enough is enough. Enough is enough. You see, and they are even denying that nobody died.
That's
see,
the worst.
God is going to punish them. We need to go into their houses and go God is the true God. He is going to fulfill them with his iron hand.
Yes.
Because he is greater than them.
Yes.
And he's going to show himself how great he is.
Thank you.
Enough.
Thank you very much.
Enough.
Thank
and
you
enough
very
of
much.
all this innocent blood.
Thank you. Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank you
and
so
bless,
much.
bless your home and bless every single Nigerian
Thank you.
that
Thank
is
you.
out there to fight for the peace
Thank
of this
you.
country.
Thank you so much.
In Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you. So, see, going back to what Lukman said and what the last caller said, you see, because we're afraid, we say, oh, don't let it look like the NSAS thing is being hijacked. Let's not make it look like, please, the last, the caller, just hold on 1 second for me. Hold on 1 second. So, because we're afraid of then saying that, oh, the protest has become violent, everything that happens we say is hoodlums. Yes, they are hoodlums, but the people who are going to carry their own food, they are not stealing. They are not stealing from the government. They are not stealing from the governor. This is palliative food that was meant for the people. It's like going to the food bank. The food bank is not a restaurant. The food bank is food bank. That thing was food bank for the people. When the people are hungry and you don't share the food to them, they just want to get their food. So they are not hoodlums. I just wanted to reemphasize that. They are not hoodlums. They are people going to get their food. Go ahead, the caller on the line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, Chidi, my brother, longest time.
Yes.
Chidi from Amsterdam.
Yeah, go ahead.
Honestly, what is going on in Nigeria? The Yoruba people say, oh yeah, Mileno. Our people, most of them seem not to understand the kind of people we have in power in Nigeria. These are demons. These are hardened criminals without conscience. All these things we are going around will not solve the problem. We have to take the war to their doorstep until we start to eliminate them, to kill them. I'm telling you direct. These people will never give up. They will never give up. They are not ready to do that. Even come the next election, they must find one way or the other to intimidate the youth. See what is happening? The massacre. A whole sitting governor came out to lie that nobody died. Look at our general, a military man with children and sure, open his dirty mouth to say that the video is Photoshop. It's a disgrace to the nation. It is a disgrace. Look at the palliative for the hungry Nigerians. The lockdown is over. So why is it still there? Why is it still there? For you to know how wicked and heartless these people are. I have never seen anything, even the animal, as heartless and wicked as our leaders. I don't even know what to say.
It's okay, my brother.
Honestly,
just give it up.
I'm just boiling. I'm just boiling.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. You see, it will come to a time when we would, because I know what YouTube is waiting for. YouTube is waiting to censor me. If I start saying kill, they'll say, Chidi, why are you being violent? Oh, you're spoiling the protest. You're spoiling the protest. We have to focus. And look, I'm a team player. When we do our protest in Toronto, it's NSAS. But you see, the real me, let me tell you something. You know, I told you, I know the Bible very well.
Hello?
Please just hold on 1 second. Stay on the line. See,
okay.
This Bible that I know says that the heart of man is desperately wicked. There is nobody that has monopoly of wickedness. I'm telling you. Why did this person drop now? I told you to hold on. You dropped. Okay, you can call back again. The heart of man is desperately wicked. If you're wicked to me, we also know how to be constructively wicked. Hold on 1 second, please. There shall be no rest for the wicked. We know how to spiritually, constructively, politely, corporately, civilly give you a certain equal measure of your wickedness. We know how to do that. Okay? So, don't play with us. Call on the line. Please go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Dr. Shire, this is Moses calling from Chicago.
Go ahead, Moses.
The first caller already make the point. This evil mind of these so-called leaders in Nigeria has been going on for a long time. I'm just tired of we keep talking about the same thing over and over again. We're still talking about the same thing. We need way out for this situation. Okay? The only way out that I support, to my whole opinion, the first caller already made the point. He's already made the point. Yes, everybody went to go and get a gun. We need to start killing these people one by one, silently. We know where they live at. We need to start going after their family.
Can you imagine?
I am tired, to be honest with you. I keep telling people, we need to go out there with full force after these people. We know where people live at. We know where each and every one of them live at. Let's start after them one by one, period. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. You see, that's what I've been warning these people about. I'm saying the same way people showed the places where these palliatives are. The same way these people know your homes. They know where you keep things. They know your bedroom. They are the ones that clean. Don't you know they're the ones that clean your bedroom? They're the ones that open the gate for you. They know you. So when you will come out after people have been killed and you are laughing, I didn't go anywhere. I'm still the Jagaban. Can you imagine the audacity? What kind of ill sensitivity is that? What kind of insensitive? Do you even have a heart? Is there blood running through your veins? How could you really do that? Hello, go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, good evening. My name is Timisola calling from France.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Right now, forgave has not been able to sleep very well because each time I try to sleep at night, my mind is always in Nigeria. You know why? Because even some of the people there, they don't even know the situation we are all in. So, if possible, if we can target the head of the heads of the hoodlums, the admirals, all those people that they use, to carry out their evil, those politicians, those people that they use in ballots, snatching and all that, if we can get them. I think some of us, we need to go to the grassroots and fix them out. They are humans. We need to sensitize them and let them know that they have already sold out their future. And the only solution is for them to rise up and help us to fight this. They know where they live. They know where their houses are. They should rise up. No retreat, no surrender. We should not give up. We should not give up because these people are wicked. Their heart is already been sold out to the devil. They operate from the bottomless to their evil people. So no going back. We are not relenting. We need to fight. And again, what I would like to say, people, we need to see Buhari. We want to see him go to that Lekki topic and address the people. We want to see him go as face to face to know him truly. That is Buhari in work, number one. Number two, all our political leaders, all our leaders should be, in short, they should remove Nigeria from attending international programs. And then, all the money in the foreign accounts, they should send the money back to Nigeria because those are the money they use in building the Western states. you know, the Western country, they should remove our money. They should take our money back to Nigeria, because without Nigeria, they cannot survive.
Thank you. Thank you so
They
very
can't
much.
survive. They are living on our wealth, and yet they keep borrowing us our own money.
Thank you.
You know?
Thank you. Let's
All
take
right,
some other
thank
call. Thank you
God.
very much. Thank you for calling in. You see, when I tell you that these people, these politicians in Nigeria, they are in a clique. See, let me tell you something. As much as I encourage and I support the struggle of my people of the East, make no mistake about it that the only two tribes you have in Nigeria, two tribes, forget the 300 and something tribes they have in Nigeria, the only two tribes that you have in Nigeria are the wealthy and comfortable, and the unwealthy, poor and uncomfortable. Only the rich and the poor. Because why do I tell you? When it is time for them to marry, they marry themselves. When they do parties and weddings, you see all of them driving with their private jets. They are one tribe. How is it that it is not only one governor that was hoarding the palliatives? How? Tell me. Is it not because all of them exchange ideas? They are just one class. PDP, APC is the same thing. How come not one governor, not two governors, not three governors? How did all of them come to agree to hoard this thing? The same people, the same mindset, the same mentality, the same vision, the same mission. And guess what they are planning to do? The same thing that, see, when I tell you, I don't tell you, I'm not saying that they said or what I think. I participated in the election. At least those of you following me know. You saw me in Nigeria. I like what the lady said. I'm not a blogger. Some of you just say, Chidi, you're blogging, YouTube. No, I'm not. I just have a YouTube platform. But this is like 2% of the real me and what I do. When I ran for the election, when I was campaigning, the women were beat. It was all about Indomie, rice, Indomie, rice. He didn't bring Indomie for us. He didn't bring rice. So it has become what they use to win election. So it is so important to them that they keep this Indomie. These foods that are going to expire next year, they were still to show you how wicked these people are. Okay, use the food to do your election. But would you even still use the food that has expired? You're planning to use food that will expire next year for 2023. You go and call people, spend money, they make boxes for you. Then you repackage these things into those boxes and you share it out to people. So they will open the Indomie, they will do another pack. Then they'll put their campaign thing on it. Then they put some Indomie, some bag of rice, and they distribute it to people. Do you see? So you don't care. Even if the people die now, what does it concern you? It doesn't. All the money. Look at the whole road system in Nigeria is completely destroyed. Tell me the road in your village, what it looks like. Except the ones that are built by individuals. Come to the east. It's individuals that build the roads. Go and look at the expressway, the only one that runs through from the north, from east to west of Nigeria. Go and look at that road. Completely gone. These people are wicked. And we are going to keep fighting because we know that what we are doing is an honorable fight, and we know that we will win. Go ahead, please turn us down behind you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. I'm good.
My name is Austin Wankwo from New Jersey. Basically, I'm trying to say something about people losing properties because of what is going on. You should be reminded that there was a war in Nigeria at a point that a tribe lost everything and started with only 20 pounds. And look at where we are today. People should understand that losing material things is just part of the freedom we're fighting for. We have to bear that in mind.
Material things are material things, but when you have freedom, you can build from where your freedom starts. It has happened in Nigeria in the 60s after the Civil War, and it will happen again. Let us not be mindful of that, the loss, or thinking about losing stuff. That's my point to this.
Thank you
That's
so
my
much.
2
Thank
cents
you.
to it.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm going to say something about this losing stuff. Listen, I do not subscribe to violence. I do not subscribe to destroying properties, but I don't want people to overemphasize that. I don't want you to focus too much on it. So, why? Because it is people that you know. They are telling you that ISWAP, American government, said that ISWAP has penetrated the Nigerian civil space. They have penetrated even the physical space. They are right now operating in Nigeria. They have infiltrated. They are right now in your community. So what are you waiting for? You're waiting till Boko Haram starts. You don't. You see, that's the incident. That's some people think that business should just go on. When the protest was going on, some people were their focus was, don't you think that they should open the road so that some people who have their businesses will go about their businesses? I thought that was the most insensitive thing to say. You are going about your business that they are telling you that terrorist groups are upon you. Don't you know that when they take you over, that's your business, you're not going to see it? Don't you know that the young man who lost his life for this struggle, what does your property is not worth anything to me compared to the young man who is trying to save this country? How did we get to where we are today? You think if all of you that owned your businesses spoke up? But the thing that is happening to us, and still I sympathize with people who are losing their businesses. It's not in my nature to condone violence or to condone destruction of the same people who are suffering with us. But please, let us be constructive about this. Let us realize that nobody likes it, but sometimes things happen. Go ahead, tell us your name and where you're calling from, but be aware that calls on the main line will bump you off. Go ahead on WhatsApp.
Okay, my name is Emmanuel Ebujahi. I'm calling from Munich, Germany.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
My contribution is that
you need to. You're listening to me. Don't listen to me on the thing. You can turn me down. Talk on the phone. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I turned the other one off already.
Good. Go ahead.
Okay, what I mean is that those in diaspora, they should strengthen their unionism. Every Nigerians in diaspora should make sure that he join a Nigerian community, a Nigerian union in every country that is outside Nigeria. And that is one of the weapons that we will use to attack those that have, drained our money. We will begin to embarrass them right from here. And at home, those are two, because we saw this NSAS movement. They tried because there was food for them, there was drink. But at the end, you see, there's something wobbled. So we have to use the because the major thing that we want them to do, as a matter of fact, is to dismantle the National Assembly. With this their eternity in the National Assembly, there will be no new party that will be able to penetrate. Because the Constitution said that they can stay there for only 2 times. They amended it. We have to make sure that they revoke that amendment. And they can only sit there for only 2 tenures, so that they don't just begin to do everything and think that nobody can do them everything. You finish governorship, this thing, after 2 terms, you go back to House of Rep, or you go to Senate, and then you stay there. Senate has used look. As a matter of fact, I don't think that it's only Buhari Buhari is not even guilty as much as these legislators. That is my contribution.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. It's just amazing how this whole thing is going. Sometimes you just blank out, like thinking about this thing, thinking about the whole scenario, what people are going through, what these guys have the audacity to be doing, it's just mind blowing. I was talking about people's properties being destroyed, and I was saying it is dreadful, it is awful, it is not good for the person who is losing their property. But let me tell you something, in warfare, so many things are going to happen. People are going to die, property will be destroyed, but the ultimate goal is to win the war. When we win the war, when we bring justice to prevail, everybody will be happy, and whatever you lose, you will get it 1,000 folds. Caller on the line, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, Ched, good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon. Where are you calling from?
Ched, this is Ugo from London.
Okay, go ahead, Ugo. Go ahead.
Ched, I appreciate you for your good job. I really do appreciate you, to be honest. And one thing I need to say, first of all, I show a white man the video of those palliatives. You know what I did? I showed it to him. I said, this is the palliative that they give United Nations and some country, European country, give Nigerian, they came that asking for palliative, and they give it to them, and they hid it for their people. You know what the guy said to me? He said, are you joking? I said, yes. I said, no, I'm not joking. It's real. See what is happening is real. It's in Nigeria. It's unbelievable. And I said to him, I think you and I are here. You know, during that pandemic, we received money twice from the government.
Yes.
I received money twice. If I told you how much I received, you'd be shocked.
I know.
But, yeah, from me, I'm telling you, he said, even, oh, Chad, I can't believe this. This guy sat down for 5 minutes. He was putting hand on his cheeks. He said he can't believe it. I said, yeah, it's happening. He said, what a wicked world. What a wicked.
Wicked
food.
Said, food.
What I want to say is, if this thing did not happen, would you believe that these people passed such a thing there? Would you believe? Nobody would believe it, isn't it? But let me tell you what is going to solve Nigerian problem. Let me tell you what, we don't even know what the problem is. Our problem, we don't even know. But I'll be telling people, before you dismantle Nigeria, you will first of all dismantle Britain, remove Britain hand from Nigeria, and then Nigeria will collapse. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Without bringing Britain in the international community to show international community what Britain is doing, then we are just still dreaming. Do you know the news CNN carrying? I saw in the social media today. CNN was even writing that the CNN was calling what happened in forgave clash between Nigerian forces and the masses. CNN put it as a clash. You see?
It's okay. It's okay, my brother.
So by the time, if we really want to dismantle the zoo, I say to God, let's first of all dismantle Britain, and then you see the zoo collapse. That is where we are headed. You see Britain. Britain must lead in hand. Britain must remove the power they give to Janjaweed, the Fulani. You people don't know the problem. Fulanis are the problem. We must remove Britain hand and watch the Fulani collapse.
Thank you very much.
That is where we are heading to.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Everybody should watch and see. Everybody should just watch and see what we are going to do. But thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. So, guys, what we're saying is, just like I read, we have our individual agitations. We have our individual pains. Make no mistake about it. But you see, for the sake of this one mission, for the sake of this thing that our young people started, the End SARS movement, we are willing to just say, okay, we collapse our agitation into your own agitation. Because for the first time, I like to call a spade a spade. If you are somebody who follows Nnamdi Kanu, and we always broadcast Nnamdi Kanu's speech on our channel, you will see how someone like him, as firm and resolute and unchanging and hard as he is, you will notice how he was able to collapse his agitation into this one and back it fully. We share Omoyele Shore's activities on our channel all the time. You see how Omoyele Shore used his Revolution Now movement and backed this NSAS movement 100%. You saw Aisha Yusufu. We've interviewed Aisha Yusufu. We share her videos on our channel. You see Aisha Yusufu coming behind this movement 100%. Everybody who is a progressive will drop out. See, for right now, even the good Fulani, the good Hausa, the good other African countries, even people from other African countries, everybody is joining this fight. So right now, it's not even about tribal sentiments. It's about them and us. Period. Them, and when they are shoot at that protest ground was everybody who identifies with Nigeria. Even some people there were not Nigerians. Lagos is full of all kinds of people. Ghanaians were in that crowd. When the military shot, they shot to kill everybody. These guys don't have a nation. They don't have a state. They have sold their souls. We have a proverb in my where I come from. You do not throw a stone in the marketplace. Please hold on the line. Stay on the line, the caller. You don't throw stone in the marketplace. Why? Because you don't know who is going to fall on your head. Why? Because every family comes to the market. Everybody from every part of the village comes to the market. So it's only a mad villager, only a madman will come to a village square where his fellow villagers are, and you say you want to be mean and you throw up a stone. Because guess what? The stone will fall on somebody who is connected to your in-law, who is connected to your brothers, sisters, grandmothers. That's to your kindred people. So those guys, they do not identify, as far as I'm concerned, they are not human beings, and we must treat them as that. When they are shooting, they don't care whether it, even if you're Fulani, Igbo, whatever, they don't bloody care. They just kill. So that's one thing I want us to understand. As far as this mission is concerned, it is them against us. When we finish, then we'll come and deal with our issues one by one. Go ahead, call on the line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, hi, Dr. Chidi. This is Victor calling from Chicago.
No, we didn't hear you, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Victor, calling from Chicago. Can you hear me now?
Yes, Victor. Go ahead, Victor.
All right. I just want to give a suggestion just to motivate those who are on ground in Nigeria.
Go ahead.
Is there a way we can kind of like have like a commemoration and for those people that were actually slaughtered? You know, something like a mass. You know, I mean, we can have a collective burial because we don't even know some of the bodies are. But is there a way? Just a thought.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. He's talking about doing a commemoration for all the people. But for me, I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But if you ask me, that would be sounding like the war is over. We're not over. People say that means when you finish the race, then you look back and say, now, wow, I can't believe we covered 40 kilometers. So you can't be talking about the end when you are still in the activity. Okay? So people will die. More will still die. I'm not saying, I'm giving you the shock therapy. No soldier goes into the war saying that, oh, I'm going there to die. No. He is going there to do his best, give his best. But he is not unmindful of the fact that he could die in that struggle. But he has already settled it with death. He has defeated the fear of death. So for us, we are in this battle. We know that some people will be, even I that I'm here, anything can happen to me. We've been on this journey for long. People have threatened us. People have shut us down. People have done all kinds of things. But God, as the psalm says, if not God that was on our side, we will not be here today talking the way we are talking. So there will be a time to look back and honor our heroes. But I'm sure that the blood of those people who were killed all over Nigeria for this protest, they are begging, they are saying, defend us, avenge us. It's not about building a cenotaph for them. It's not about, we have done the candlelight vigil. Now we must move. We have cried. Now we must clean our eyes and keep going. Because the people that are killing us, they are not relenting. They are not relenting. They are laughing at us. They are laughing. There is no show of no emotions at all. They are not showing any remorse. They are laughing. They are taunting us. They are saying, hey, look at us. We are still standing. Where are you? Where are you? Come out now. You know we have the money. We've bought CNN up. We've bought BBC up. We've bought everybody up. Where are you? Where's the money? Where are you talking? Chidi, you're here on your YouTube channel talking 371 people. We got 371 million people covered. We can spend that money. Isn't it amazing? Is it not just amazing how much money the government is willing to spend to shut you up from letting the world know what they are doing? Is it not amazing? And meanwhile, they cannot commit the same amount of money to building infrastructure, to organizing, coming up with policies and programs that empower the people. Is it not just amazing? Is it not amazing how much money the government is willing to spend to cover up? How long does it take for you to prosecute the policemen that the youth ask you to prosecute? How long does it take for you to do your investigation and just give us a list of the people who killed these people who were killed? But we know you. Remember when I read that we are the smart generation. We already knew that you were not going to end SARS. All the time we were shouting SARS. We knew you were not going to end SARS because you don't have the capability to do that. IG, if you were serious, you would have stepped down since. But you're not going to step down. Why would you step down? How did you get there in the first place? And do you know why you are not going to give us the list of those people that killed people? All those extrajudicial killings, do you know why you're not going to talk about it? Because all of you, your hands are soiled in all those killings. If you ever mention that sergeant, that corporal that you use, if you ever mention their name, you are going down with them, because they will mention your name. They will say, Oga, you were the one that assigned me on that mission. You were the one that gave me the rifle. So they hold on, call on the line, please hold on. So we knew you were not going to do that, but we kept putting pressure on you. But instead of you directing your effort instead of you focusing your efforts on the direction of trying to meet our demands so that this thing can end, you were busy playing to the gallery, telling us to form a committee. And while we were there, you were just announcing us that you're in support of what we're doing. But meanwhile, in your backyard, you're planning how to bring out soldiers and kill us. And you think we're fools? We know better. Call on the line. Please go on and tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, brother. My name is Emmanuel Usobi, or Ugochukwu Usobi.
Go ahead.
I'm calling from Atlanta.
Go ahead.
I just want to commend you for what you've been doing, and there's something. Somebody was talking, the last caller. I just had this. I don't know what I would call it, a voice or an inspiration. Something just told me. He said, "These people, they are not smart. The governors, the president, and all of them. Because if they are smart, they will understand that this was just a warning. This first protest was just a warning. It was a warning shot. But they have taken it to be, the youth, they are always lazy. They have gone back. They don't know what is coming. They have no idea what is coming.
You're right.
So that's all I wanted to say. If they are listening, let them understand that this was a warning shot, or maybe a warning from God. Do something now. Because what is coming will swallow every single one of them and their families.
Sure.
That's what I heard.
Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Yeah, that's correctly said. I believe him. We always say that when we are telling them. I know a lot of people don't like to hear the word revolution and say, "Oh, Chidi, don't use that word. That's not what we are doing now." Agreed. Everybody's entitled to whatever they believe. But I've always said that the government is lucky that they are getting expo, and if they were wise, they should use that expo. The caller on the line. You're calling through WhatsApp. You need to make your point quickly so they don't cut you off. Go ahead. Go ahead. The person calling on WhatsApp from Nigeria or with a Nigerian number.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling
Hello?
from. Yes, we can hear you. We can hear
Yeah,
you.
my name is Prince. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Go ahead, Prince.
Yeah, but please, Dr. Shidi, I want to ask something. I don't think agitating for the killing of some of all these leaders is the right thing to do. Or what do you think?
You have the mic. You're saying your opinion. What is your opinion?
So I think killing them is not the right thing. I think there are better way of handling situation like this instead of agitating for killing some of all these leaders. Actually, everybody knows that they are all corrupt, and we need to find an end to them. I think it's better by taking off the government. After taking off the government, we can just pack everybody and just put them into jail.
Okay.
But killing, I don't think is the best way to go.
No problem.
So that is just my contribution.
But let me ask you a question.
Okay, sir.
Do you have kids?
Yes, I have a kid.
Okay, so if you are walking out with your kid and then there's somebody in front of your house that says you can't move, you can't go, you do something and block you, what are you, and you ask this person, please, politely, can you please move? I want to go out with my kids. And this person brings a gun out and says, so you have two kids, God forbid, let me use, I don't know what else to use, but okay, maybe it's your friend. Your friend has children, okay? And your friend is going out with his kids and somebody blocks them. And your friend has two kids and this person pulls out a gun and he shoots your friend's kid. And your friend says, why? And your friend has a gun. And your other kid, your other child is asking you, Daddy, that man is going to kill us. What should I do? What should we do? And sorry, your friend, I'm not using you. Let's use your friend. Your friend's kid is saying, Daddy, they killed my brother. And this man has a gun and is trying to shoot me. Daddy, what are you going to do? And your friend says, son, please. I know he killed your brother. I know he's about to kill you. I know I have a gun, but I think what I should do is go to him and say, you are under arrest. Drop your gun. Give me your hand. I need to lock you up. You've been a bad person. I don't like the way you killed my son. I need to lock you up. And that's what you're saying we should do, right?
No, Dr. Chidi, that one is self-defense.
Oh, okay. Sorry. We're having a conversation. So you say, so please tell me, what should the man do at that point where that guy is raising a gun to him, has shot his other son and is about to kill the other son? What should the man do?
That is what I'm saying, that scenario you are trying to paint now is a self-defense.
So what should he do? What should he do?
That is self-defense. I have to protect myself.
Okay, you have not answered. You know, you asked me my question. So you are the one giving us an opinion. So what should that man do under that circumstance that I just created?
Yeah, he have to protect himself and also protect his family.
No, you're not using the right. We're using kill. That guy is about to kill him and his son. What should he do to the guy?
That is, if he can be able to disarm the other opponent, definitely he's going to disarm him.
But so because what should he? You see, people like you, my brother. Don't take offense with me. If you're gonna come on my program, you have to be able to talk straight. We shoot straight. You started talking killing. We get to a point you can't say kill again. I said that man killed the other guy's son. He's about to kill the second son. This man has gun in his house, a rifle, registered, license. And I'm asking you, this guy still has a rifle, he's about to shoot. And what should the man do to that guy with a gun?
that is what I'm saying. That is, it depends on you have to protect yourself. One thing what I'm just trying to say is that
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for your call. I mean, you think I have all this time to waste with you? Go ahead, guys. If you're gonna call, just go all the way now, because you make me wonder which side are you, anyways. And at this point, let me even pause and greet our people. We know you. We do this all the time. All those of you here who are from the government, all those of you who are agents of APC, agents of Buhari, and all of you, they send you here. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, how does this guy know that we are here? Okay, I've given you guys 1 minute greeting, like always. Now let us move on. Hello, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Dr. Chidam, this is Chima calling from Houston, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you for picking up my call. There was a time I called you last, was it middle of this year? I was telling you about the fact that in Nigeria we don't have united interests.
Mm-hmm.
The three major tribes have various interests as to why they either want to be in Nigeria or why they want to live Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
You see what happened, this protest that happened, that was for the first time where Nigerians of all creed, tribe, religion joined together. It's like when Nigeria is playing soccer.
Yes.
This is the first time Nigerians are united outside of soccer. Now, immediately this thing happened. Nobody, you see how the young boys, the youths, provided food for themselves. Nobody came there and said, okay, hey, Muslims, Christians stay here, or Igbos, Yorubas, Hausas, Middle Belt, whatever, stay here. We didn't even know who was who. When Muslims were praying, Christians protected them.
Yes.
When Christians were praying, Muslims protect. This is the first time, like Obama's wife said, that the first time in her adult life that she became proud of being an American. This was the first time in my whole existence that I say, wow, is this Nigeria? But see what happened now. The Nigerian military has been known to kill people and pick the bodies. When they kill somebody, they take the body. Somebody, Omotola, she felt like maybe she has now joined the ruling class. Omotola is saying that if you know your son or your daughter is killed, come out and say it. Do you know that most of those bodies that were stolen by military, it might take even 3 months, 4 months for the families of those people to even know that they were actually killed? Do you know that as of today, there are people from my village that I don't even know, they just missed. Till today, I don't know whether they are still alive or they have died. Some people say they traveled abroad. Some people say that we don't even know about them no more. And even when we saw videos of people that were being shot, we saw videos of people with bullet wounds struggling to survive. Somebody in their right sense will say, okay, if you know they kill your son or your daughter or your family member, come out and say it. A woman from London came out last weekend, the one that they killed her son, Anthony. She didn't even know that her son was killed. She said that she was watching Facebook and saw a picture of her son. She had to call her other family member to say, why is Anthony's picture all over the internet? And that was when that family member told her that, sorry, we didn't want to tell you that your son was killed. I tell you, man, I tell you honestly, if I tell you that I'm not tired about Nigeria, I am.
It's okay, my brother. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you so much.
All right.
One thing I can say, and we're gonna round the program off very soon. But one thing I want to say is that for everybody who thinks, for everybody who is busy siding the government right now, there is a day of reckoning. You're a star, you're a celebrity, and you are siding the government. You are not getting your facts. If you don't have anything to say, can you please keep quiet? Why are you the one telling them what to do? Why? Just keep quiet. That's what I'll recommend. If you know you don't have anything to say, just keep quiet. And that is what I will tell all the people who are right now saying that, oh, show us the bodies, show us the this, show us the that. don't forget, don't forget. We will remind you when the time comes. We will remind you what you're saying right now. We have very good memories. We are the ones that, remember, we are the ones that made you the star that you are. We are the ones that buy your stuff. You still think that nothing happened. They can talk. You don't have to say anything. Why? Okay, why are you not focusing on why should the army be there in the first place? Let's talk about that now. Let's talk about why the army should be there in the first place. Let's talk about why the army shot. Let's talk about the people that were. I really need, please, if you have this Sahara Reporters, there's a Sahara Reporters news about the place where the army actually went. The army actually went, and okay, let me take this call while I look for this thing. Hello, go ahead, tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Hello, I'm calling you from London.
Go ahead, tell us your name, please.
My name is Emmanuel.
Could you speak up a little bit, Emmanuel? We can't hear you very well, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I just want to make a little contribution. I think we met sometimes in Nigeria during the time of the election.
Really? Okay.
So basically, what many people have forgotten to be talking about the issue of NSAS and this our sitting government, is this: they have the strategies, the way they fight, united people. When you look from the beginning of this protest, you notice that there's something that is among the youth that this present government, in their whole lifetime, they can never thought about it. The unity of the protest, of the people that gather together, is so strong that it is very difficult for just common person to break them. And the question I keep asking people is, why people were not asking the thug that is attacking the protester? The police were there looking at them. What's the job of these the police people, the security officers? So basically, our constitution allows the freedom of expression and shall be protected. That is what it says. Many of these government officials, the legislator, even the government doesn't know the law. So sometimes we even interpret what the constitution says to them. The constitution says 39 and 40 says, all Nigerians shall have freedom of expression and shall be protected for or against the government, and the security officer shall protect them. That is their job. Now, that is why you see, when they keep saying the protest are attacking, I keep asking, who are attacking? It is the government. It is clear picture.
Right.
When you analyze the whole thing, you understand that it is the government that adapted by the talk. And they found out that the talk later betrayed them, joined the protester. Then they bring the military. I was reading in the news this morning when I heard that Fashola, the former Lagos State governor, I think is now Minister of Works and Housing, that he discovered a mystery camera in this Lekki toll gate where they have killed people. These people are just criminals. This is a job that they just want to frame this up. Are you telling me that the lawman that thoroughly cleaned the place could not find the camera? Where is he hidden? Where did he find it? There's one camera from Arise TV was asking them that they said they have killed people here and they have not seen blood on the floor. I said to myself, this government is a criminal. Someone that is a criminal is a criminal. They can do anything. The blood that was on the floor can be cleaned overnight. The camera that said that was removed can be placed back overnight. We should understand this.
Don't worry, my brother. Don't worry. Don't worry, my brother. Thank you so much, okay? Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You see all this talk about camera, evidence. And that's the last caller, please. That's the last caller for today. See, there are so many things that we know. When the time comes, we are not talking about it. You forget that there are satellite images. There are so many things now. Forget. There are things. I say they are digging the same pit that they will use to bury them. So just watch out. Now, I got the story that I wanted to share with you guys. This is on Sahara Reporters. It says, revealed Nigerian soldiers involved in Lekki massacre took 8 bodies to Bonny Camp Clinic. You see that? The soldiers had on Tuesday night opened fire on protesters, killing and injuring many of them. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this story and read this story to for you guys. Remember, I was telling you we're going to go to Sahara Reporters, and I'm going to bring this story, and this is for the benefit. Okay, this is for the benefit. This private number. Hold on. Sorry, please. Can you call me back in about 10 minutes? Okay. Thank you. Anyways, so I'm gonna share this story with you guys. It's on Sahara Reporters. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hello, if you're calling into the show, we are taking our last call, but okay, just make your point in a few seconds. Go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello, good evening.
You're the last caller. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, I'm calling from London.
Go ahead, please.
I'd like to speak to Dr. Chidi.
You are live on our program. Did you want to make a point? Or you want to call me after?
Dr. Chidi, good evening, my brother.
Good evening.
Chi, I just want to thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I just want to use this opportunity just to say thank you.
Thank you.
You know, people think that what you guys are doing in this period is easy. But I know that this is orchestrated by God Himself. And you know, I want to use this opportunity also to cover you and your family with the blood of Jesus.
Amen.
Because what you're doing is not easy. You know, I know you have a good job in Ontario. And I know, you know, you are not just just an ordinary person living in Canada. You have a job. But even as at that, you still have time to come on air and be doing what you're doing for us to have our freedom. And some people are somewhere taking it for granted. You know, I want to thank somebody like you, somebody like Shore, somebody like Mazin Namdekano, and many others for what you're doing. I don't want to say any other thing. I just want to say thank you, Chidi.
Thank you so
Dr.
much.
Chidi.
Thank you.
May God continue to bless you.
Thank
I
you.
watch you on a daily basis and I can see the passion in your eyes.
Thank you so
I can
much.
see the passion. You know, it's not easy what you're doing.
Thank you.
People are our people who you are fighting for are sitting in the comfort of their chair asking stupid questions.
It's okay, ma. It's okay.
You know?
Thank you very, very
Thank
much.
you,
Thanks
my
for
brother.
calling in. Thank you, ma.
People don't hear the one name.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Thank you.
Dalo.
Okay, Dalo. Let me just say here, and I'll come back to the story I wanted to share. I really appreciate the last caller, and I appreciate all of you for your support. You send us private messages to encourage us. Some of you don't want to be public, but the real heroes right now are the young men and women who go on the streets every day knowing that they are going to face live bullets, but they still went. And even the ones that were gunned down, they are the heroes of our time. They are the ones, they are the reason why we do what we do, and we'll continue to do this to be an inspiration. We already told ourselves that we will be the last line of defense. I told a lot of my friends, today they are seeing what I said. I told them when this thing started, there shall come a time when the people at home will depend on us. And when that time comes, may we not disappoint them. That's why you see me doing what I'm doing, so that the people at home will know that they are not abandoned. When they have been muzzled down, when they seem to have been decapitated, that period when they are trying to catch their breath, we will keep the fire burning, and we will inspire them, and we will motivate them to continue this fight, and we will support them with everything that is needed from over here. Thank you so much, everybody that supports us, everybody that shares with us words of encouragement. But the most way you can support us is to subscribe to our channel and to share our video. Now, let me, and something somebody said some time ago that I want to reiterate. It is important that if you're in the diaspora, we formed a group where we protest, right? We call it NSAS Canada. It's just specifically to address the protest. But I also belong to my community associations. I belong to the Nigerian Canadian Association in Toronto. I belong to Enugu State Association. I belong to the Igbo Union. I belong to Nigerian Canadians. You have to get active in your community. Yes, you have woken up because of this protest, but it is important that where you are, don't abandon your people. Yes, there is no meeting where you come and people will not be funny. That is just what human beings are, just like your village meeting. But it is important that you get involved. I see a lot of people say, no, I don't belong to any of those. Let's just do the protest. Yes, it is good to do the protest, but please, let's get connected. A lot of people have groups that they formed. I may not belong to those groups, but it doesn't mean I'm against them. I am focusing on, my hands are already full. I'm a member of the Revolution Now movement. We have so many things that we're doing there. I have my channel to run. I have so many other international things that I belong with. So if you don't see me get involved, I am using my activities with other young people, other comrades, other Nigerian Canadians in the NSAS group in Canada, all over Canada. That's where I'm focusing my energy. But it does not mean that other people who are doing protests, other people who are doing Zoom meeting, other people who are writing letters, all of that is good. And please, let's not even try to use any of that to divide ourselves. If you can come out for the protest, come out. If you cannot, join the Zoom meeting. If you can't join the Zoom meeting, sign the petition. If you can appear in your house, like one of us is going to appear at the parliament today at 2 p.m., do that. Anything you can do, please do. They are all very, very vital. That is how we'll continue to make our voice louder from the diaspora. Me, if you're a media person, if you're a blogger, keep sharing stories. It is them against us, but we are bigger than them, and those that are for us are more than those that are against us. Let me go ahead and share this. This also from Sahara Reporters, and it was published yesterday. But this is just to show those people that keep asking questions. Sahara Reporters does not just carry news, anyhow news. So it says, contrary to the denial by the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu that he knew nothing about the killing and maiming of peaceful NSAS protesters at the Lekki toll gate area of the state by personnel of the Nigerian Army, soldiers involved in the operation have now confirmed that they were actually drafted in for the mission on the request of the governor. It was the governor who requested for the military. The soldiers had on Tuesday night opened fire on the protesters, killing, injuring many of them. Now, the army personnel also prevented ambulance. They prevented ambulance from accessing the scene to evacuate those injured to the hospital after opening fire on them. That confirms to you clearly the military, they are trained for stuff like this. In an operation, they already calculated it. They calculated that, hey, we are going in, we're going to shoot these people. When we shoot them, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. So have you thought to yourself, why did the army not allow the ambulance to come in? It is simple, because they already planned that they were going to be the ones that will remove the body. Think now. Now the army, the soldiers also seized and carried away 8 corpses of protesters killed at the scene. The incident triggered widespread violence across Lagos and other parts of the country, leading to the destruction of public properties. Shortly after the governor declared a round-the-clock curfew in the state that fateful Tuesday, some persons were captured on camera dismantling the CCTV attached to the toll gate, one of the main convergence points for young Nigerians demanding an end to public brutality and state repression. Bosch, the company that made the CCTV, confirmed the removal from the toll gate. Most of they lied and said it is the camera that reads. Oh God! Most of the street lighting around the area was suddenly turned off as soon as it was night. Minutes later, the heavily armed soldiers moved into the scene to complete the plan. By the time sounds of their guns died, dozens of protesters had been killed. Though Governor Babajide Olu blamed forces beyond our control for the attack, while insisting that he had no authority over military engagement, the soldiers involved in the heinous mission have now exposed the truth. What is the truth? The soldiers who were deployed, listen now, they were deployed from 65 Battalion Bonny Camp, Victoria Island, Lagos. They told some of the victims' relatives after dumping them at MRS Hospital that they were sent by Governor Sanwo-Olu. They came in 2 Hilux vans with at least 8 bodies. Some were still alive when they returned. They dumped them at MRS Hospital. They told us clearly that it was Governor Sanwo-Olu that sent them. A brother to one of the victims told Sahara reporters. It was, however, gathered that against widespread belief by members of public brigadier. Now, this is very, very, very important. This is very, very, very important. They say that Brigadier General Francis Omata didn't command the soldiers, nor was he there when the shots were fired. Why do I say that this is important? It is important because you know those our enemies who have turned this, or who have tried to turn this into a tribal thing, but they will fail. You people will, all your evil plans will fail. There are some people, I don't even want to mention their name, but all your tribal evil plans to use tribal sentiments to derail this mission, it will fail. It will continue to fail. We are wiser. But I just needed us to see how they said, yes, it was an Igbo man who commanded that thing. This is the real truth about what happened and concerning that general. You will see that it says that it was, however, gathered that against widespread belief by members of the public, Brigadier General Francis Omata, he didn't command the soldiers, nor was he there. He was not there when the shots were fired. Did you hear that? He was said to be at home. He was said to be at home when the shooting occurred, and he was shocked when people started calling him that soldiers were at the toll gate attacking protesters. After rushing to the scene and identifying himself, Omata was able to pull back the soldiers. So he was actually the one that pulled back the soldiers. It was then he discovered that they were from 65 Battalion Bonny Camp, which is headed by Lieutenant Colonel S.O. Bello. These people came from 65 Battalion Bonny Camp, and 65 Battalion Bonny Camp is headed by Lieutenant Colonel S.O. Bello. Now the question that is begging for an answer, which a lot of us has asked, is who ordered these guys to go and shoot protesters? It was not by accident. It was a carefully orchestrated plan. Who ordered these people to go and shoot? Sanwo-Olu came and said, oh, it was by forces beyond our control. So you knew about it. And now immediately you release, you saw that they were saying, oh, it was an Igbo man that sent people to go and kill. Meanwhile, in that crowd was everybody from every tribe in Nigeria. But you tried to make it a tribal thing. That was very, very deadly. But you know what? Like I said, this telephone pressing generation, they are smarter. They are smarter than you. They have more evidence than you. And look, it is not against every military man that we are after. We are not against every member of the security apparatus in Nigeria, because they too are suffering. This fight is a fight for every Nigerian, and that's what we want people to understand. The protesters are fighting for everybody. There's one video that is going out there. I will show you this video and I will close. You see a military officer trying to stop the police, because what they have also done is that the police have worn their, they wear this fatigue military wear that makes it look like it's the military. So if you're not careful, you will think that that everybody is the military. No, it's not all the time that it's the military. There was I will play this video for you. You see that there are still good people. There are still good officers. This military man prevented the police guys from shooting at protesters. He says, no way, I will not let you do it. I'm going to play this for you. I'm going to play this because you see, the truth is the truth. When people do good, we also show the good they are doing. When people do bad, we will show the bad they are doing. So I'm gonna this is the video. I'm gonna play it, and then we will listen. Let me make sure that it's playing.
If Akim is here, you not address him that way. If Odumosu is here, you not address him that way. Talk to me. If you don't know my man, let me know so that you see. No, listen to me when I talk to you. You bloody well listen to me. As a professional police officer, you bloody well. Hey, gentlemen, somebody record what I'm saying. So that when I'm going to charge you, I will charge you even to your first headquarters. I say stop shooting. I've appealed to people. They should move back. You people continue shooting fire tear gas. I say move your vehicle behind the Air Force vehicle so that I'll serve as a buffer between you and these people. Your guys are finding you have refused since how many minutes I've been here. Now I'm giving you a direct instruction. Move your vehicle behind the Air Force vehicle. The Air Force is going to serve as a buffer between you and them. Now go ahead and do that and let me be able to talk to these people. I say please go and do what I have said. And warn your people, I don't want a single shot. I don't want a single tear gas. I don't want a single shot or a single...
So you can see that forget all their plans, forget all their manipulations. The truth is still the truth. And when the time comes, you see people like that soldier, you see so many of them, they will join this revolution. Somebody was saying, what is the next thing? We can't reveal it here. But this first phase is supporting film. This first phase is warning shot. The real revolution will not be televised. It will not be announced. This one is small. And thank you so much. On that note, I really want to thank you for coming on our program and listening to this broadcast. Please make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed. Make sure you share our videos. Make sure you click on the notification bell. And please support this protest, the people who are organizing it. I don't want to keep mentioning them because when you mention them, when you mention an account, the government, like I told you, most of them are here. A lot of them are here watching this program right now. They go after you. They go after that account. They close it. So please just find a way to support the people back home. You can do it individually. You can just find a way, or you can contact me personally and I will direct you to how you can contribute to what is going on back home. On behalf of all of us in Toronto studios of Worship Media, on behalf of Dr. Erica, please continue to pray for Dr. Erica. This whole thing has taken a heavy toll on her, and that's why you have not been seeing her very active, but please continue to pray for her and my family and all other comrades who are in the middle of this thing. We're having to deal with this in all manner that you will never fully understand. But on behalf of Dr. Erica, on behalf of all the people that support us, and special shout out to the NSAS Canada group all the way in Canada. Special thanks to all of you. I'm with you when we continue this fight. I love you guys, and please stay safe. Bye bye.